These are the common identity access and security services available within GCP. Cloud Identity is a unified solution for your business's identity needs. It protects company data using the Beyond Core security model and Google Threat Intelligence signals. Cloud Identity gives people simple, one-click access to the applications they need so they can work from anywhere on any device. This means employees can focus on their work while administrators can manage identities, associated apps, and devices at scale from one integrated console as people join, move within, and leave an organization. Identity Platform is a customer identity and access management platform that helps organizations add identity and access management functionality to their applications, protect user accounts, and scale with confidence on Google Cloud. Identity Aware Proxy, or IAP, is a Google Cloud Platform service that intercepts web requests sent to your application, authenticates the user making the request using the Google Identity Service, and only lets the requests through if they come from a user you authorize. It can take care of authentication and authorization for all your websites, both in Google Cloud and your own data centers. Cloud IAM is Google Cloud Platform's unified system for managing access to resources and assigning permissions for users and services to access those resources. Beyond Core Enterprise is a modern zero-trust platform which allows your employees and extended workforce to access applications in the cloud or on-premises and work from anywhere without a traditional remote access VPN. It is a zero-trust security framework by Google that shifts access controls from the perimeter to individual devices and users. With zero-trust security framework for the cloud, every user has to go through several security checks whether they are inside or outside of a given organization. Cloud Data Loss Prevention, or DLP, is a fully managed service designed to help discover, classify, and protect sensitive information. It provides programmatic access to a powerful detection engine for personally identifiable information and other privacy-sensitive data in unstructured data streams. Security key enforcement for GCP and G Suite allows you to require security keys be used as the two-step verification factor for stronger authentication whenever a user signs into G Suite or accesses a GCP resource. SKE is easy on admins, easy on users, and hard on phishers. Finally, we have Google Cloud Audit Logs, which help you monitor your activities on the cloud for security and auditing. Organizations can use these logs when there is a security issue or to keep a check on possible vulnerabilities. There are three categories of user protection services provided by GCP: the reCAPTCHA Enterprise, Web Risk, and Phishing Protection. The reCAPTCHA Enterprise helps in protecting your website from fraudulent activity, spam, and abuse without creating friction. It provides features such as two-factor authentication and mobile application support designed specifically for enterprise security concerns. Web Risk is a Google Cloud service that lets client applications check URLs against Google's constantly updated lists of unsafe web resources. Unsafe web resources include social engineering sites such as phishing and deceptive sites, and sites that host malware or unwanted software. GCP provides protection to its users against phishing attacks in a number of ways, including using machine learning-based detection of spam and phishing messages, providing safe browsing warnings about dangerous links within Gmail and across a number of browsers, preventing suspicious account sign-ins, and scanning email attachments for malware and other dangerous payloads. Google's global infrastructure is designed to provide security through the entire information processing lifecycle at Google. This infrastructure helps provide the following: secure deployment of services, secure storage of data with end-user privacy safeguards, secure communication between services, secure and private communication with customers over the internet, and safe operation by Google engineers. Google Cloud's industry-leading security, third-party audits and certifications, documents, and contract commitments help support your compliance. Compliance Reports Manager provides you with easy, on-demand access to these critical compliance resources at no additional cost. Key resources include our latest ISO IEC certificates, SOC reports, and self-assessments. These are some of the most common compliance programs that the GCP has to meet in order to meet security and compliance requirements. The 27001 standard outlines the framework and checklist of controls it lays out, allows Google to ensure a comprehensive and continually improving model for security management. The ISO IEC 27017. This standard provides controls and implementation guidance for both cloud service providers like Google and our cloud service customers. ISO IEC 27018. This standard relates to one of the most critical components of cloud privacy, the protection of personally identifiable information. SOCs 1, 2, and 3. SOC 1 reports document a cloud service provider's internal controls that may be relevant to a customer's financial reporting. This report is particularly useful for organizations that audit financial statements. The purpose of SOC 2 reporting is to evaluate an organization's information systems relevant to security, availability, processing integrity, confidentiality, and privacy, whereas SOC 3 is a public report of internal controls over security, availability, processing integrity, and confidentiality. PCI DSS. PCI DSS is a set of network security and business best practices guidelines adopted by the PCI Security Standards Council to establish a minimum security standard to protect customers' payment card information. The scope of the PCI DSS includes all systems, networks, and applications that process, store, or transmit cardholder data, and also systems that are used to secure and log access to the systems in scope. CSA Star. The CSA's Security Trust and Assurance Registry Program, or CSA Star, is designed to help customers assess and select a cloud service provider through a three-step program of self-assessment, third-party audit, and continuous monitoring. When you sign up to use GCP, a trust is created through transparency, and GCP wants to be transparent about commitments and what you can expect when it comes to the shared responsibility model for protecting and managing your data in the cloud. When you use Google Cloud Platform, you own your data, not Google. Google does not sell customer data to third parties. Google Cloud does not use customer data for advertising. All customer data is encrypted by default. Google protects against insider access to your data. Google never gives any government entity backdoor access. And Google Cloud privacy practices are audited against international standards. Organizations have a tough job of quickly and responsively serving their users while simultaneously trying to defend their internet-facing services from malicious attacks in the best way possible. Cloud Armour is a distributed denial of service or DDoS and application defense service. It's based on the same technologies and global infrastructure that are used to protect Google services like Search, Gmail, and YouTube. To defend against a threat, GCP deploys edge infrastructure and security systems to mitigate attacks targeting GCP services. With global HTTPS load balancing, the first Google Cloud Platform service to support Cloud Armour, it provides built-in defense against infrastructure DDoS attacks. No additional configuration other than to configure load balancing is required. Cloud Armour works in conjunction with global HTTPS load balancing and enables you to deploy and customize defenses for your internet-facing applications. Similar to global HTTPS load balancing, Cloud Armour is delivered at the edge of Google's network, helping to block attacks close to their source. It's built on three pillars: a policy framework, a rich rules language, and global enforcement infrastructure. To deploy Cloud Armour, you must create a security policy, add rules, and then attach this policy to one or more HTTPS load balancing backend services. A Cloud Armour security policy is comprised of one or more rules, where each rule specifies the parameters to look for in the traffic, the action to take if the traffic matches these parameters, and a priority value that determines the position of this rule in the policy hierarchy. GCP Private Catalog enables service producers and cloud admins to control distribution of solutions. It ensures internal compliance and governance and makes solutions discoverable as well as easily deployable. Private Catalog increases team productivity and reduces risks by enabling administrators to offer precise visibility and deployment controls by making Google Cloud Services external and internal solutions easier to identify and use. With Private Catalog, the products you create traditionally must live under a single catalog. This makes it easy to manage your products effectively. The Security Cloud Center is Google Cloud's centralized vulnerability and threat reporting service. Security Command Center helps you strengthen your security posture by evaluating your security and data attack surface, providing asset inventory and discovery, identifying misconfigurations, vulnerabilities, and threats, and helping you mitigate and remediate risks. When a threat is detected, we know that every second counts. Security Command Center provides you various ways to respond to threats, including updating a configuration setting on a VM, changing your firewall rules, or tracking an incident in Stackdriver Incident Response Management. Cloud Data Loss Prevention, or DLP, is a fully managed service designed to help discover, classify, and protect sensitive information. It provides programmatic access to a powerful detection engine for personally identifiable information and other privacy-sensitive data in unstructured data streams. The DLP API provides fast, scalable classification and optional redaction for sensitive data elements like credit card numbers, names, social security numbers, passport numbers, and phone numbers. The API supports text and images. You can also specify data stored on your cloud storage, BigQuery, and Cloud Data Store instances. Beyond Core Enterprise is a modern zero-trust platform which allows your employees and extended workforce to access applications in the cloud or on-premises and work from anywhere without a traditional remote access VPN. It is a zero-trust security framework by Google that shifts access controls from the perimeter to individual devices and users. With zero-trust security framework for the cloud, every user has to go through several security checks, whether they are inside or outside of a given organization. Access Context Manager allows Google Cloud Organization administrators to define fine-grained attribute-based access control for projects and resources in Google Cloud. Administrators first define an access policy, which is an organization-wide container for access levels and service parameters. Access Context Manager uses endpoint verification to gather information regarding user devices, including operating system and version. You can grant an access level based on this data.